Setting goals is very, very important, and having something to measure or track. The best thing about e-commerce is that there's a dashboard. You can actually see how many sales are coming in. You can also see in terms of how many units you can produce and sell out to people. So this will give you inspiration in terms of hitting a certain figure, whether you want to make 1,000 Rand per day, whether you want to make 10,000 Rand a week, or if you just want to get to 7 figures in an entire 12-month period on your e-commerce store. It's important to set these goals and targets so that you can come up with strategies, you can come up with ideas, you can start looking at what niche is going to help you get to your goal. And then especially when you're stuck, you have someone to always remind you that, okay, cool, I have to get one more sale, or let me try another creative because I want to see if I can increase the return on ad spend from 1 to 3 to 1 to 4. So you have to have these goals and then benchmark all your thoughts, your strategies, your ideas based on that. And then once you have all these thoughts, strategies, and ideas based on that, then you're going to start sacrificing in accordance to that goal. Instead of going out, okay, cool, man, I need to make up 5 different creatives so that I can test them to see if I'm able to, increase my return on ad spend from 1 to 3 to 1 to 4. And I know if I do this, this will jump my revenue by 10 to 20%. So instead of making 1,000 Rand per day, maybe you're making 1.2 or maybe 1.5, and you think, okay, that means I get an extra 400 Rand profit. So when you start thinking like that, you start thinking deadly. Then you can start thinking to yourself, okay, with that profit, what I'm going to do? Okay, I'm going to reinvest in this business because I don't know where else I can put 100 Rand in and get 400 Rand out. Or do I play the long game, put some money into some stocks, or, get some credit so that I can increase my credit score from maybe, 610 to 700 so that I can lend more money so that I can, boost more ads. So you have to be thinking like that, because if you just say, oh no, I'm gonna stay at home, it'll be boring, you don't want to focus. Nah, bro, you're sacrificing for a reason. You're doing all of this for like maybe a mansion, maybe a new car, or maybe just to change the amount of zeros you have in your bank account. But you have to think from a goal perspective and understand, okay, this is my goal, I'm working backwards. Okay, for me to achieve this goal, this is what I need to do. Okay, to do this, these are the strategies I'm gonna try out. Okay, for the strategies to work, I have to test, I have to work, I have to sacrifice. Okay, once I sacrifice, this is how I'm gonna get the return on my sacrifice. This is what I'm gonna give myself, this is where I'm gonna go. So that is how you move, and that's why goals are important.